Hello to whoever is in the chat. Let me get on my computer so I can see the chat. So make sure you give me a hello when you come in so I know who it is. And you know what? At least two of the people are myself and myself. Whoever's in, I'm going to tell a funny story because it wasn't long ago that I was getting ready to do a live, and I was getting all prepped, with all my stuff and making sure everything was lined up and, all that business. And I was doing the thing was about to start, but it wasn't quite time. And I noticed that the thing said two, and I started talking like, who is that on the chat? Who is in, make sure you say hello or, whatever. And then I neglected to realize that the person that was actually in the chat was me also, because I was in the chat on my phone as well as on my computer. So essentially I was talking to myself. I just thought that was funny. We're all learning. It's just a learning curve for all of this new stuff, So hello to anyone who has popped in. I'm straightening out my little background scene there. I think I've told you guys, but I usually grab this stuff because it's either stuff I use that decorates my own house, or they're stuff that I had from my from my antique booth, which I have now closed. So, yeah, I'm not sure who has popped in. Hi there, Val. Oh, and I also see Tiffany. I had to make a new list with everyone's names on it because my other one was so sloppy. My handwriting, when you're like in a rush, my handwriting is atrocious when I sit here and I do the, write information down like during these lives. It's just like, and you would never know that I'm a teacher because it's like terrible handwriting. You know what I mean? But I made a new list that's much more neat with everybody, because I just have to always, and a lot of them I've already memorized, but just so I can remember to, not everyone's name matches their username. Like, so a lot of people didn't even know that Curry was, I guess people might have heard Rachel talk about, mention the name Curry sometimes when she's in her video, but she doesn't always necessarily say Cherish Wax Boutique. So sometimes people wouldn't necessarily make the connection. So yeah, Tiffany, I have been, I have an undergraduate and I have a graduate degree. My graduate degree is in elementary ed, and then I taught for many years in the classroom teaching first and second grade. This is when we lived in Georgia, in Atlanta, and I at some point, a couple years in, the school offered to do extra training where I could get gifted certified. And the state of Pennsylvania doesn't recognize gifted certification. They don't require teachers here to have a gifted certification in order to teach children gifted education. But we did in Georgia. So I'm also certified in gifted education. And then in addition, I'm trained in Orton Gillingham. So I teach lots of things, I guess, is the answer to the question. I've been out of the actual classroom for a lot of years. I teach, yeah, you teach 11th grade. Yeah, usually little ones, but the last several years, I actually, I have my own tutoring business and I do contract work. In the last several years, I've done contract work with a cyber school where I've taught kids Orton Gillingham, because they had, some sort of, on their IEP, they had some sort of thing, specifically requiring a multisensory reading intervention. And so I actually, even though I'm not certified in middle school and high school, I am trained in Orton Gillingham, which goes all the way up till adulthood. So the school systems, that I did the cyber, I would see the students in person, but they were cyber students for their other classes. They didn't require me to have a high school certification, because my thing was in Orton Gillingham. So kids do need tutors, yes. And the fabulous thing is when I was, and I worked with that it's called PALCS, Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School. Um, the school paid me good money, and which is great because those kids were able to receive those supports that they need, because a lot of times people can't afford it, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean? So thanks for coming in, those few that have popped in. I don't know how it is that me and Mary, have, I think this happened one other time where we were scheduled at the same time. And I'm trying to, schedule my lives on Mondays and Fridays, typically as a general rule, unless I happen to go out of town or something. And obviously, I always follow the Calendly thing, so I sign up where there's a space. But obviously, there was more than one space to sign up for that. So it's all good. It's all good. I know a lot of people are going to be popping in Mary's live as well as mine, and so that's great that people are able to do that. I do have pre-bids up, so if you want to go look into the live store, you can see the things that are going to be coming up. Yeah. So tonight, I actually am going to be slowing down massively after we had the bug train this past weekend, and I ended up doing two windows of an hour because Rachel ended up, her husband asked her on a date and they were going out with friends and she needed someone to fill in her spot, and I offered and told her I would, but then I also still did mine, and she was going to then come after me, and usually a lot of times there's not someone after me, so I never feel rushed. But that time I had to rush, so I had to make sure I was off by 9. And so I was like going way faster than I normally do. Usually I like to gab, so I don't like the pressure. But anyways, the what I am going to cover tonight is complete clearance, mostly clearance. And then I have put together 4 brand new 6-pound tubs of wearable jewelry and put in some of the things that didn't sell from, the past sales that I've had, as well as some stuff from my antique booth that I closed down. But I thought it would be fun to just, for those big lots, I didn't actually seal them shut. I kept them open, and I know the stuff that goes with them. And I just thought it might be fun to just kind of dig through them and let people get a good see at what's in them. I mean, not like a complete unboxing. I'm not going to be that detailed. I'm not going to sit here and acid test every single thing I do and use my Presidium Gem Tester. But I do have it here, by the way. But I'll turn it on. But I'm going to just pull it out, and people can kind of get a feel. So I'm going to sort of be doing some unboxings throughout my whole live tonight. So that's kind of my plan. So, but with that being said, I did kind of bundle together some items from my previous, from the last couple of sales into making them cheaper. And then some items I maybe didn't decrease the cost, like especially the coordinated sets. I decreased the price some, but what I did do is I added stuff to it to make it more of a, awesome thing. So anyways, thanks for everyone for being here. I know that we may have some other people popping in later, and that's cool. I definitely got some pre-bids from people, but I'm just going to get started in my normal way of doing stuff. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope they had a good Monday. And yeah, I do plan to have a giveaway tonight. That I might as well show you this before I start. Everybody that orders tonight, I said this in my last few shows, the one on Friday and the 2 on Saturday. I intentionally did not ship anything yet because I knew I was going to have a show tonight. So to benefit all those people, if they wanted to come in and be able to buy again, you can get the benefit of the progressive shipping. I usually will not do that from a Monday to a Friday show. I may be more open to doing that from my Friday to my Monday show, especially when there's trains over the weekend and stuff like that. So, but tonight, everybody who orders, I'm going to write their name down on a little piece of paper, and it's going to go into my cute little, my parents live in Australia. This is a little koala planter, but I'm going to throw the names in here. And at the end of the night, I'm going to draw 3 names because I'm going to have 3 giveaways. And the order of the giveaways will be, if someone is still here at the end of the night and I draw their name, then they can pick which one they want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna determine, probably based on the kind of jewelry they bought, which ones I want to do. But one of the giveaways that I'm going to have tonight is this kind of seed bead, sort of choker length, I would have to say. Let me see the length of this. I love this ruler. You guys probably see it in the pictures. but it opens up, and then it can open up even bigger. But usually I keep it in the smaller version. But real quick, let me measure this clasp here. Okay, so the actual seed bead part is 18 inches, but then it comes down to, this is probably most likely sodalite. It is not lapis lazuli. There are no gold flecks in there. I have my Presidium gem tester here. I don't even know where sodalite falls on the gem tester, to be honest. I just know a lot of times the blue and white, this is kind of lighter blue, so I'm not absolute sure, but it is a gemstone. We have some hematite right there, some beads there, and that is amethyst. This is a clear quartz. You know, there's some sand, goldstone. You know, probably a type of quartz. Mother of pearl bead, way in there. So that will be one of the choices. Another choice is my the bracelet here that was alpaca. Nothing wrong with it, in great condition. It was actually in my sales the last few weeks, but it didn't sell, so I thought it'd be a great giveaway. And then I had a set of 3 faceted bracelets as an option. So just so you know, I'll be writing your name down. And of course, as usual, I have a few little games, activities that we'll do kind of periodically. So hey, nice to see you guys. Hi there, Melanie. I recognize Miss Pratt uh, and Val. Good to see you. And Val, it was you who was writing me about the Yakima thing, right? Um, that is just such a funny story. Val reached out to me. I think that's the same username. I'm pretty sure. Yes. And she's bought from me before. And when I was packing things up a few weeks ago, when she had bought from me, I noticed her address was Yakima. And when Rachel was on the other day, and she was getting ready to kind of show her stuff for her antiques and collectibles bug show, she was showing a little kind of plaque that was made of Mount St. Helens ash. And I wrote in the chat, hey, I lived in Yakima, Washington when all that happened. And, you know, because I was a kid when that happened. And the sky went black in the middle of a Sunday afternoon, and ash fell, and we were out of school for a week like it was some terrible snow blizzard, but they didn't really want you to go outside. But I haven't really met a lot of people from Yakima, Washington, of all places. And Val reached out to me tonight and told me that she's basically lived there her whole life. And yeah, so that's kind of a small world. She actually would have lived there while I was there. And I don't know age wise, I'm not asking you to tell me your age on here. You don't have to do that. But I'm 54, just turned 54. So I don't know if we're close in age at all. But I do believe that I went to McKinley Elementary School. I don't know if you recognize that elementary school, but that's super cool. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, like I said earlier, before these other people popped in, I did sort of bundle together some pieces, and I'm going to kind of come more face down so I don't have to hold them as much. I hate holding it in my hand. A lot of times they'll like fall out, but if I kind of angle it down that way, I'll still hold it, but it doesn't have to be as perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. I actually, some of the lots that I had brought to auction the last few shows, I actually kind of merged some of them together, still trying my best to keep them somewhat theme related. I do try to do that for you guys where I don't know if you noticed that, but where I'm kind of curating them into, uh, things that are similar about them. Let me turn my fan towards me. I'm about to die of heat here. Okay. You're younger. I was 23 in 1980. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, I'll camp back that, and then I'll figure out your age, and then we can giggle about that. So it's hard to get old, but it's so awesome to I'm speaking of myself. It's so awesome to find somebody from there. So yeah, this is a lot that was, I kind of called it like the lady in hats brooches lot, and I'll show it quickly here. It had these really lovely antique kind of mesh hats that were pins, as you see, 2 different styles there. Um, and, going on the hat theme, I pulled this from another one of my lots. This is sort of a glass ceramic type thing, and that is also a brooch. Um, And then this was another hat, little metal brooch, kind of lighter. And I also pulled into here this cute little kind of buckled shoe, as well as this really cute enameled lady that kind of looks to be looking away. So all of those items, I did lower it a little bit, but at the same time, I added to it. So it looks like we have an auction already with Purge Baby Purge, but I just started the auction. I'm sorry, not an auction. We had a pre-bid with Purge Baby Purge. And yeah. Sorry. I'm getting a Tic Tac. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Hey, welcome in, A Gibson. All right. So I don't know if Annette is on here. She may be over there with Mary, and that's totally cool. But we'll be sending that her way. And I'm going to put her name in the giveaway real quick. Thank you for that. So if you'll just bear with me for 1 second. Okay. I was like writing on bags with Sharpies before, but then I end up with all this like ink all over my hands. So instead, I'm just going to write on a slip of paper instead. Okay. Moving on. I have like, look at how many numbers I have on here. How many times I've used the same bag to go through a sale. Because I always number my bags. But you can see I've numbered it like 5 times. Okay. This is a very inexpensive lot that I'm bringing here. I had just gathered together. It kind of separated some of the Christmas brooches into some smaller parts. And so I believe that these are some angels from that brooch lot that I had. Really cute angels. So we have this lovely enameled angel there. It has sort of a glass. I don't know if I would call it. It kind of looks like cat's eye, to be honest, the way the light hits it. But we have that brooch, as well as this one is just so intricate. And I believe it's the bottom of a spoon or some type of silverware. I would be really curious to know if this was silver. I never even thought to check it. So it could be someone's lucky day. Let me see if it's magnetic. Okay. So let me show you. It is magnetic, so it's definitely not sterling. But in addition, it's almost like a big angel and a little angel. They were made very similarly. So I lowered that to a $3 starting bid, and I just started the auction now on those 3 little angels. I think this one with the spoon is really cool. See, I try not to keep too many things, but that one might be a keeper for me. See. Okay. Thanks for taking a look at that. So I did pull out, some just little fun jokes tonight to give. And then I thought it would be fun during our, when we get, actually there's 20 people in here now, so there's a lot more people that have popped in. Uh, I, um, I thought it'd be fun to play this game where I like say a word, and then everyone in the chat, as fast as they possibly can, has to like type in the first word that comes to their brain. So maybe I'll play that game every time I finish a bag. Like I bag these in groups of 5. So every time I finish 5 of these, maybe we'll play that little game. So this next listing is a very unique thing. I had gotten it in a really huge lot, from shopgoodwill.com or whatever, and uh, all of these came together, and they're kind of like India traditional kind of necklaces, uh, and like I have multiples of them. So this purchase of these would have to be like the right person, because You know, not everyone is looking for 6 sets of this necklace. And I think I have another one where there's 8 of them. It's a smaller necklace. And I have another one where there's 4 of them. But they're super heavy, well made. Um, and these little things obviously are getting caught on each other. Uh, but one thing I didn't want to do is, you know, they have all these little rhinestones in here. And every once in a while, there's one that's popped out. Now, I don't see one popped out here, but I'm not going to go in and like try to replace 100 rhinestones for if someone wanted to get these. They may have a few. I'm trying to unhook this. It's like caught. What are you caught on, buddy? I apologize. I'm just trying to get this uncaught. Ugh, I'll have to do it later. They're not normally caught. Anyways, they're really heavy. And if you go online, I mean, this stuff, it's like for traditional dances and things like that that they do. This is the right thing is for someone who's having a party with a whole bunch of girls, or maybe there's a girl's birthday party, or there's some theme. That's the kind of people who would be interested in this kind of item. I realize it's not a typical item. So that one is this set of 6. These are not cheap things. They're very heavy. So the price point is not, you know. So for 6 necklaces, the starting auction was 24. Um, yeah, and they're very colorful, and you can see, you know, all of these have these teeny little beads hanging down. It's very intricate and detailed, and you can see the back side of these are actually pretty significant, little metal kind of pieces there. So, anyways, thanks for taking a look at that. I knew it would be, you know, kind of touch and go with those because it may not be what people might be looking for, and I get that. Okay. All right. Like I mentioned earlier, I had I have brought some of these to some of these coordinated sets to auction before. But what I have done since then is I have lowered their prices. And in addition, I've added like 3 pieces to it that also still coordinate. So this first set, that I'm just going to push back here a little bit. So give me 1 second. I'm going to. Okay, so that's how I had it originally. And I think the starting price on this was like 12 or something. I don't know. Because they, you know, I believe that this necklace is actually, it does have a hang tag on it of Leah Sophia. And the faux pearls are just really heavy, hand knotted, you know, the whole thing. But what I've added to this is a textured, sort of like the same color metal as this. It's not like the shiny metal, but it's sort of a textured bracelet that you can see. So I'll put that there. And then I've also added this pair of, I would say they're mother of pearl. I mean, I think abalone is more darker with more colors in it, but it's like these little coin things for these hang dangles, and it's on both sides. So that's cool. And I know this isn't going to look pretty, but I'm just going to hang it from here for the sake of having a place to put it for you to be able to see it. Obviously, you're not wearing the earrings there. I get that. Um, And then the other pair of earrings that I've added to this is a really, really nice, almost never used pair of, sorry, dangle Rivoli, sort of smoky quartz earrings there. They're about the size of a dime. Yep. So there's that. Let me hang it from this one if I can. I don't know if it'll let me. Looks like I can, sort of, maybe. Stay. Okay. And I'm going to start the auction right now. So I lowered it to $9 for all of that. Yes, again, Leah Sophia, kind of cha-cha necklace, really lovely black faux pearls. Thank you for your bid, Val. And these earrings are just great. Just, it's lovely. And obviously they can be worn individually as well. So I'm confident you're going to be very happy with that, Val. Okay. So let me get Val. Oops. Oops. I wrote on my stone there. So for every time you win, your name will go in. So the more you buy, the more likely is your name will get picked. Okay. Congratulations on that. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's really nice. I can't express how like heavy specifically this one is. It's so heavy. And you know how you can get faux pearls and things that, eventually just start to not look good, or they look like they've been scratched up, or, whatever. Let me show you these really close up. They're just in really good condition, as you see. And it has that on the little extender. And yeah, so I'm going to move on. Okay, I'm telling you a joke first, though. Why are snails so slow? I don't know why I couldn't have asked this joke on our buggy weekend. Why are snails so slow? Sorry, I'm taking a drink of water. Okay, moving on. So this is just a set of, I brought the price down significantly. Um, it was a set of these leather-backed antique slash vintage antique, really lovely seed bead, and they're brooches that on the back are leather. And I got 3 different ones over time from 3 different places. So it obviously at one point was something that people wore. And then in addition, I've got this one. I saw one um, Google Lens search on it that said this one was Avon, but I don't see any mark on it. But that's a pretty one. So I have an auction start at $4, and I just started it now. So that makes them each $1. Again, I want to remind you, as many of us do here on Lily Works Jewels and Lots, yes, Val, yes, because they're dragging a house. It says because they're carrying a whole house on their back. Very good. You got it. Thanks for taking a look at that. Yeah, many of us offer progressive shipping. So, I'm no different. I do have some really huge 6+ pound jewelry lots. Those are the only items today that have separate. Actually, I need to go in and edit that because I accidentally forgot to keep it at 450. Let me go in real quick and change that. Hi there, Sandy. How are you? I need to go in and edit that. That was a mistake on my part. But those lots, edit item. Sorry, give me 1 second. I just want to change this real quick. I apologize. Talk amongst yourselves. Sorry. Just trying to make sure this is done. I only have to do it to 4 of them, and I'm on the 3rd. Almost done. Okay, I apologize about that. But regarding the progressive shipping, the only thing that doesn't have the progressive shipping is those lots. But of anybody who you know who you are out there who has ordered lots from me before, when I combine all your shipping, and if I find that it's obviously grossly too much, I don't know when we do this, just as any of these other sellers, how if you guys will order one thing or five things, and it can really kind of you know be it can vary, and sometimes, as you see, I have one ordered thing, and it's not even a jewelry lot that might have 10 items in it. So obviously that weighs a lot more. Um, but I did refund some people some money who had to pay the shipping for the lots. And when I put it all together, it was like one lady, I refunded her like $8, because I just found that I didn't have to do that much. So I will do the same in this case. So I like how you have your sign there. Are you talking about here? Yeah, that's a little magnet. I had a while ago when I opened up my antique booth, I had, gotten some little, things for, kind of advertising purposes. And so I had done some magnets. Um, but like I also had like a big bag done, and I had some other things done to sort of give away to some people that I knew. And so, yeah, I had that down on my fridge. So I thought it's good to bring it down. So we finished five. And real quick, this is the little activity I'm going to do. I'm just going to say a word. Um, uh, and what you guys are going to do in the chat as fast as you can is you're just going to type the first word that comes to mind based on the word that I said. So my first word is, and it can be anything. It can be a compound word. It could be just a memory of this, or it could be a kind of this, sorting, whatever. So the word is, here we go, 1, 2, 3, water. So as fast as you can, type anything that comes to mind, the first thing that comes to mind in connection to the word water. Sea, yes. Air, yes. Important things that we need. Hey there, teal chickadee. Uh, you know, uh, or, water slide or fish, it could be things that live in water, whatever. So about, water is good. Water is essential. Here we go. My son goes to Penn State, so I have my water here. Mm. And I just want to remind everyone also, because I always forget to do this, as I did this time, that if you haven't gone already to follow my YouTube channel, and you're interested in unbaggings and unboxings, it's not sales on my YouTube channel. I mean, I allow people the opportunity to do it if they want, but it's not what my videos are about. They're about just looking at all the beautiful jewelry. I probably have 80 videos on there. So if you're interested in that type thing, please go check out my YouTube channel. It's the same name as my name is here, at Cherished Relics Boutique. So let me get my next grouping. All right. So if any of you saw, oh, look what we're going to do next. This is to remind me to get my first lot of the night. So I'm going to show you what this is going to look like. I spent hours gathering and putting together some wearable lots. I usually spend so much time because I really try to make them really equal. I try to make them so they have a mixture of old stuff and new stuff, and different types of jewelry and things like that. So if you had gone on and looked at any of my uh, um, pre-bids, you'll saw that I had 4 6-pound lots to show, and these I didn't actually shut it yet. Like, this is just one of them, and it's a tub, and I actually am not even going to be able to get all the items in here. So if anyone who buys this is going to get a sealed up box plus all these other things but I thought, just because I wanted to make tonight way more relaxing, less fast paced. Oh, good. Okay, great. Yes, it's hours and hours of jewelry unbaggings and boxings to put you to sleep. All of your dreams. But anyways, all of this is wearable. Some is older than others, but I wouldn't have put it in here if it was just absolutely unfunctional, if it's broken. All the earrings have matches. Now, I'm not perfect. Did I miss a rhinestone here and there? It's possible. So, but what I wanted to do is, this is lot one. It's 6+ pounds, all wearable, vintage to now. But I just thought, just because we never get to do unboxings and unbaggings, that I'd pour this out. And I'm not going to sit and lift everything, just, I'm just going to very quickly kind of give you a scattering look of the types of things that you're going to see in here. And you're going to see them passing by. I didn't put all necklaces in baggies. Some I did, and I'm not going to sit and untangle everything either. But, a mixture of new and old. This is actually a leather necklace here. And you also can sort of get a feel of, sort of the types of things that are in your box. So if you were to order that, this one, some stretchy bracelets. But again, the stretchy bracelets that I put in here are in pretty decent condition. If they were really too stretchy, I would have put it in a craft lot. So I'm just going to kind of go through here very fast. This is actually a little glass ball. That's kind of cool. Isn't that a jewelry brand? Effie? I thought it had like fancier jewelry. It seems like really cheap jewelry. That's strange. Have any of you guys recognized that name? Effie? I think I do. But you even have things in here like even little pins. Now, some of the pins, like the push pins, some of them might not have backs, but I'm just going to give you a general quick look as I scroll this up past you. It's got some wood beads in here. Now, my unbaggings and unboxings that I do on my YouTube channel are not fast like this because it's not in the middle of a sale. Those are usually me, really getting my magnifying glass out and checking things out. You will see some of the things in here were stuff that I had in my previous lives that didn't sell, like this little sweater clip was one of the things, so I did add some of those other items, there are glass, faceted glass things in here, as well as some natural stone items that might be on necklaces. I'm not saying all of it is that, but generally, here we got it's like hairpins or something. Some of the really tangly things, gunmetal kind of triangle necklace. I tried to wrap up so they wouldn't get too tangled. Appears to be some sort of pendant, but it doesn't have his thing. These lots are great for someone who's, new to jewelry, who's trying to learn about jewelry and explore a lot. There are things in here that have names on them and brands and things like that, things to learn about. But it's all wearable, so the lots are good for anybody. But, you're not going to find micro mosaics in here, if you know what I mean. That's a cool little necklace. And I'm just kind of doing this quickly so you can sort of see. This looks like a whole and these are actual, at least glass things, like a bib necklace there. That actually is leather. It's actually well made. Usually when I see these little neck things, they're like really cheap, but this is actually really not cheap. Obviously, you'll still find some things on cards, some things with tags on it. Okay, I guess it's magnetic. Don't you hate the magnetic stuff that we get that just sticks to everything? The only point, look at that cute little owl, I want to make about these lots is the only thing that needs to be addressed is if there's any watches, which all of them have watches in them and decent condition watches, you're going to need to, replace the batteries on those things. Obviously, I'm not going to go and replace batteries for someone else to then have it sit at home and maybe sit in a box for another 2 years. So makes no sense. These are some of the things from that jewelry that was the necklaces. But you've got vintage things in here. You've got more modern things like that. I hope that's not missing stones. It appears it is. So I'm going to set that aside and I'll add the stones before I close the box. I'll remember that's part of the first one. Okay. You know, and I do have some rhinestoney kind of things in here. Charm bracelet, like this was in my sale. That's still got the tag on it from Loft. Kind of a mishmash of things. Oh, look, cute. And I sew. Look at this cute little sewing machine. Charm. I love it. You know, of course, you're going to see lots of these sort of charm bracelets, beads, blah, blah, blah. I think you get the gist. Who could live without a sushi? I believe it's going to hang from a bag or something like that, possibly. Okay, that's a unique item. Some bells. Everyone needs bells. You know, like here's some, these are gemstone here. Those are glass beads. Anyways, so that is everything. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, little stuff that I'm going to stuff in here. But that's not everything that comes with the lot. That's just the stuff I had in the box. And then in addition, I'm going to show you the couple things I added to make sure that I was not sending you single earrings. I kept all the earrings separate. You know, here's a stick pin. I don't know if this is of interest in me going into this, if this is something that you guys like or that you would rather not see all this. But I just thought for tonight, I'd just try it. Just to give you an idea of some of the things that are in here. I heard the jingle bells. Yeah, for sure. I think this is like a 1-year service to like the Cub Scouts or something like that. I don't know. So that's the tub. But in addition, I'm going to set that aside. Tub number 1. I also put into this, and these lots are like, I think I have them priced at $48. Yeah, there's some additional necklaces, but any earrings I tried to put into this bag so that I knew that I had pairs. So there's more than just earrings in this bag because I was throwing some other things in here too. But just know, I mean, I even have like little cute vintage earrings. Like, look at these cute little vintage earrings. Clip back. Who doesn't need a frog pin, right? You know, blah, blah, blah. So, and there's a watch that looks almost brand new. And I'm going to face that down so you can see a whole bunch of earrings. I'm not going to pull them all up. So all of that is part of the lot. I did make sure all of these had some rings in them. A good mishmash. Look at these cute little clip back earrings. Cute, cute. Okay, so there's that. That's part of it. Here's a Leo Sophia big kind of necklace medallion thing. Good condition. So there's that. Cute little hammered earrings there. And then in addition, I mentioned to you guys that I had closed my antique booth. And so when I had my antique booth, I had jewelry in my antique booth. So I pulled approximately, no lie, at least $40 of antique booth items in each of these tubs. And the tubs are $48. So, I mean, they are an amazing deal of wearable jewelry. So much and so much to, find. But, like here, this is like a little frame, brooch frame thing. Isn't that cute? But these were all just some items that were in my antique booth. These are marked 925, but they're not. They're fake, but they are glass. A couple pairs of earrings that were, flip them over. Tie clip and Christmas brooch, and I guess those are more, cufflinks or whatever. And they're a scarf clip. So that is tub number 1. So for anyone interested, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that first tub, which, I got to make sure I do the right one. I guess it's this one. I got to make sure I don't bring to stage the wrong one. Give me 1 second. Pink. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, I know which one it is. It's this one. Okay, so I'm starting the auction now. For anyone interested, it's a phenomenal deal. So much jewelry that you will enjoy digging through and using and giving as gifts and putting on gifts and learning and all that stuff. And I'm going to get my next stuff of jewelry. And we will keep moving. Okay. Thanks for looking at that. Here's number 7. I believe it's this one. This one. Okay. So like I said, I put together some of the lots that I had the other day into, a better price point for people who are interested. So we have these 3 sort of starburst flower marcasite, probably marcasite. That is a glass stone. This is a real pearl here. I feel the grittiness when I do our little test there, when I rub actually another pearl against it. So you have those 3 brooches. Let me show you the back. And that one. These are faux pearls on that one. Plus these 3 brooches. You have this one, which also has real pearls on it. A really great condition enameled brooch, as well as this one, textured, kind of asymmetrical. So I'm going to start the auction on that for 6 brooches. I moved the price down also a lot for that. So they're like $1.50 each or something like that. About that, 6, maybe $1.75 each. But those are good. Thanks for taking a look at that. Okay. Nice lot, Curry. Thank you. I didn't know if opening that up with you guys would be totally boring or if that was worth seeing. Because, usually I don't open them like that. Usually I have them all sealed and shut. And I just wanted to bring less stuff to an auction tonight. So I have like 30 items tonight when normally I have like double that. But the reason is because, oh, good, not boring. Good to know. Is because I knew I was going to kind of very quickly kind of go through those lots. Here's another joke. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Oh, I love the answer on that one. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Okay, I think I have a pre-bid on this one. So let me go pull that up right here. If you did see these on my previous live sales, you notice I did definitely lower the price. So now for these 3, this one actually, I didn't realize it the other day, but it is a Kenneth Cole. You see the KC, and I did look it up with a Google search, and that's what it came up as. We have a little bell enameled thing here, as well as this little bell thing. So it was $3, and I'm starting the auction now. And Mel had a pre-bid previously. So that's those. This one is really unique. It's got to start getting in the Christmas mind, you know. Oh, it's like so much effort. Like, I don't know how many of you like totally decorate your house. And I mean, I love doing it, but as my kids have gotten older, so congratulations, that's for Mel. You know, sometimes they're not even here at Christmas. And so it's like, do you go through all that effort? Do you guys decorate when you, those of you that have grown children with kids gone now? Like, do you even bother doing Halloween? It's just different. Hey there, Sam Potter. Thanks for coming in. 12:16. Okie dokie. We are going to move on. It is for sure, yes. And then it's like, ugh, so much work, you know, and then you don't even have them to help you. So it's like exhausting, the thought of it. I'm supposed to be excited about it, but, you know, whatever. I am excited about Christmas. I love it. It's one of my favorite seasons and holidays. It's just, you know, being pretty takes work, you know, meaning that the area. Here we have this Avon set again that I brought to auction a few days ago, but I decreased the price as far as I could, because otherwise I'm not going to make any money on it. So I cannot go any lower than this. But this is brand new condition. It's sort of this paisley shape. Sorry. Got these different colors in it. And these are Avon with matching post back earrings that are looking like that. Or you could wear them the opposite way. So I'm going to start the auction on that. It's a really nice set. Hasn't lost any of its gold tone. Great Christmas gift for sure. You know, and a lot of jewelry are great little gifts to put in stockings too, or just to, you know, add to another gift. So anyways, that's that. Thanks for taking a look at that. Let's see if anyone guessed the answer to what did one eye say to the other. Here we go. Prepare yourselves. Between us, something smells. Get it? Get it? Okay. Here's another coordinated necklace set that I added a few things to. Ha ha ha. I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Some of them are so stupid. I have to laugh. You know. Okay. So many of you have seen, I'm actually going to lift this a little higher so that this, it's got like a little, you know, tassel. We should sing the tassel song like, you know, a Texas Gal Treasures. But yeah, so this is all faceted, really nice necklace there to start with. And then I had paired it with, initially, I just showed it with this chandelier necklace with it. Sorry, give me a second. I'm all about symmetry. It's aesthetic. It's got to look good. And then I had put this really pretty chandelier necklace with it. I'm trying to make it go right in there. And of course, it can be more like that. So that's initially how I had it, but I added a few things to it. This tassel is all glass stones. Isn't that lovely? With some pave darker stones there. But I added to it this, it's meant to be, you know, asymmetrical. It's just a, you know, just a regular bangle band, you know, like that. So that's going to go with this set as well. Oh, you can't even see that. Let me go up this way. There we go. I paired these cute little crystal earrings. And you see how good I am? It's so satisfying we can do this. But you see the shape of the earrings is the same shape as the dangle. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so there's that. And then I also threw in another pair of silver earrings that look very much like the bracelet. Same sort of texture, all that going on. So I'm going to set those down at the bottom. So yeah, that's that. I brought the price down, but then I also added to it. So there's more going on with that than the original listing. And so I'm going to bring it to stage. And I have an asking price of $7 for the whole thing. How could you go wrong? And let me start the auction now. Obviously, a lot of these pieces can be worn individually, but there's lots of options and how you want to use all that. $7 for 5 pieces of jewelry. Really nice pieces of jewelry. Authentic glass and all that sort of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think I checked the tag, but this might actually have like Avon on it. I don't see, but it just looks like that type of thing. Okay, cool. Thanks for taking a look at that. Okay, here's another joke for you. Why did the student eat his homework? Oh, I thought students would usually tell us that the dog ate the homework, but that's this riddle is why did the student eat his homework? Let's see what he says. Moving on. Next set. Okay. Oh, this is good. He ate his homework because the teacher said it was a piece of cake. Get it? Like it was easy. That's funny. Okay. On to the next. We're going to open another one of those there at the end. Where's number 11? Right here. Okay, I believe I have multiple pre-bids on this one. Baha! Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the acknowledgement and the effort. All right. There is another row. There it is. So this has 4 brooches in it. They are glass faceted stones. This is a gold tone one. No brand on the back that I can see, but it hasn't lost any of its gold. Oh my goodness, it's happened again. I glued it in the other day. I'm going to have to glue it again. But yeah, this one also, all glass stones on that as well. Kind of a starburst one. And there's the back. And then this one is really pretty. With some blue rhinestones in there as well. There's the back. And then this one is, they are not glass stones. They are faceted, but they are, whatever the other plastics are. What do you call them? Give me a type of plastic that this could be. It's not lucite. I don't know. But it is a pretty kind of, this one is a pretty blue color. It just makes me think of going to the ocean. Okay. So let me bring that up to auction. I think there were 3 people who bid on that. So I don't know where that's going to happen, but let's see. I'm going to move that to stage. I'm going to put all the pretties in my hand. The stone that keeps popping out that I, of course, will fix before I send it to you. And I'm starting the auction. And it looks like Purge, Baby Purge is winning at the moment. Or maybe that wasn't the one that had 3. Maybe it was a different one that had 3. But yeah, those are really pretty. And I think they're going to go home with Annette. Woohoo, Annette! I don't know if she's in the chat at all. But they're heading her way as soon as I glue in that rhinestone. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to write Annette. It's easier. All right. putting her in my drawing. For those of you that came in late, I am having a drawing at the end of the live sale tonight. So anybody who purchases anything, your name will go into a drawing where at the end of the night, you'll have a chance to win one of 3 things. Okay, number 12 is this one. Okay, so this is another set of those really heavy, um, these are, kind of traditional, I don't know. I think they wear them for dances or weddings or whatever. But these are, I'm not going to pull out all of them. There's 8 of these, 8 of them. I could weigh this and show you how heavy it is. It's so heavy. Um, so it attaches, they all attach with just these little, hook clasps. But, the right buyer for this is somebody who, maybe they're having a party or they're, where, a whole bunch of bridesmaids want something, fun and unique or different. Or maybe for all I know, there's a whole bunch of girls that are going trick or treating together and they want to have matching necklaces. I don't know. But the backs of them, if you look on the back here, they're metal, like they're really well made and heavy. So I realized that this is not everyone's cup of tea, but I thought I'd bring it to auction, and I'm going to go and find that listing for us with a whopping 8 of them. Holy moly. And I'll start that auction. Hey there. Hi, Mel. How are you? Raid from Natty Tan. Oh, nice. Thanks for sending him over, Mary. That was very nice of you. Very nice of you. We're sitting here looking at some traditional necklaces. And again, this lot is for 8 of them. There's 8 of them. Super heavy. So thanks for taking a look at that. Okay. All right. I think I forgot at my last switch of bags to do my game where I say a word and everyone types in the first thing that comes to mind. So why don't I do it again? And so I'm going to say a word, and then after I say the word, everyone in the chat, as fast as you can, is going to type the first thing that you think of. So my word is dog. Go. You could come up with a compound word. You could give me a type of dog. Low blue. Yeah. Yeah. Low blue. Yes. You are correct. Oh, that's the name of your dog. Love it. That's quite a name. Leonidas. That's cool. Okay. Bad dog. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I have a dog that's Bark. Yeah. You have a collection of dogs. Mel, do you really? He's the king of Sparta. Oh, okay. Leonidas. So that's where you got the name. Okay, I love it. I love it. Hey, Aloha girl. Do you live in Hawaii? Just curious. Because if you have a username like Aloha girl, everyone's going to ask you that. Um, so you don't have to say. I'm just being silly. And yes, and you said it right. Okay, very good. LOL, Flow Blue collection. Well, yeah, I have a few. This is just a little bread and butter plate. I think I mentioned to you guys that, I closed my antique booths because I wanted to focus more on jewelry. And I have so many littles. Some of them that I have decorated in my house, but then some that are just, I have so many, just the whole antique booth stuff. But I'm considering maybe doing a show, running a live in the antiques and collectibles section of Rachel's community. Because really, for like these actually are all things that decorate my own house. These are not from the booth, but if I come up here and show you, like there's the name of my business right there. I brought all of my littles in here. I'm just going to show you this real quick. I brought them in here on purpose so that, I, would be able to get to them and use them for decoration and, all those old antique books. And all these great, look at all these great pictures I used to have in my antique store. I love them. You see, little did you know you were going to get a tour of this whole room. And I love these little metal flower things. Aren't those cool? But I think I'm gonna have a sale, maybe in the antiques and collectibles to try to. I just really for me, I just want to cover my costs. So I don't know what you all think about that idea, but my walls are actually two colors. Um, they were this was my daughter's room, who now goes to NYU. She's in graduate school. So see that wall, the wall with the closets here, and the back wall at the head of the bed are all like peach, and then the back wall is like teal. So at the time, we had moved here from Atlanta, and my daughter had asked my husband to paint the room because he was here first. And so that's what he thought. She was nuts because she requested two different colors. But she was a teenager, and they're all about that. So, anyways, more information than you ever wanted, but I took you on a little field trip in this guest bedroom. Um, so I don't know. Maybe Mel, I'll think about doing that. You know, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can have simple expectations because it's just they're here anyways, and I don't know. We'll see. So this is a lot that I had brought to auction the other day, but I lowered the price significantly. So I'm going to bring this up. This is my little ocean lot. Um, the cute little jelly bellies that make up this lot, but we have this cute little gold tone dolphin brooch that you can see there on the back. It is not sterling silver for that. Then I have this cute little crab that actually his body is a shell. And then I have another crab that if you pull him up on Google Lens, he's not cheap, like he's a real true jelly belly. Those are glass, I guess sort of that opal glass. And then another jelly belly that's the little seahorse. So I lowered this lot cost-wise to see if it would interest anyone. And I'm going to start the auction now for anybody who's into all the little ocean critters. It's mostly about these two guys. These guys are the really nice one that I just dropped back there, but he's okay. Um, he's the nice one. I try to remember to keep these up high so that those people who are watching on their phones, you know. Thanks for saying that you're you saying the paint in the room is pretty or just all the littles? I think that's a great idea. What color are your walls? Yes, I'm reading back what you said. I love that plate also. Okay, thank you. All right. So thanks for taking a look at that. I'm going to move on to this another little flower lot that I made twice as big. So it's going to be a real deal. I'm telling you. It's going to be so exciting. Here it is. Let me make sure I'm pulling up the right one. I believe it's this one. Okay. So this is a lot of six brooches, six total. That would make each of these brooches like $1.50 each when it's all said and done. You can see the size of that. There's my palm of my hand. It's pretty big. Lots of texture and dimension going on in that vintage brooch. So that's number one. Also in here, these are both really large. Again, you can see there the size. And they both have, an AB coated faceted rhinestone there in the middle. There's the back of that one. And then we have this little leaf it's like a little mesh rose there, as well as this little leaf brooch. These are a little bit smaller, and they actually look pretty new, as you see, very shiny. And then I have these two gold tone brooches. I love this one. This is very kind of abstract, artsy, asymmetrical, as well as this floral, kind of like looks like little, what that reminds me of, are those things that grow in the ponds. What are those what are those called that have the long thing there? I can't remember. Someone could tell me. But those are prong set gemstones there. I mean, not gemstones, rhinestones. Got, and there's the back. So I'm going to run that lot. The total price, cattails. Yes, I couldn't remember it. It's running now. It would make each of those brooches $1.50 each for anyone who's in the brooch hunting or wearing. Great Christmas gifts to all your friends. It's a fun little thing to give. Thanks for looking at those. Yes, cattails. Yes, that's what it is. Okay. So I now have a reminder to show my second big lot of jewelry, the 6 pound thing. That was my little thing. So I'm going to bring up this next one. And just as I did before, ever so fast and quick, I'm going to just pour it out and run through it so you get a very generic idea of what this is. So this is lot number 2. Again, over 6 pounds. I'm not going to look at it in detail. Don't worry. Some of you are going, oh my God, what is she about to do? This is going to take forever. I promise you, I'm going to move very fast. I'm just bringing them up gently so you can get a quick view at some of the things that are in here. You are going to find glass beads in here. You are going to find, some, natural stones. A lot of the necklaces that tangle, I put in bags. But it's all wearable. So everything should be, you could sell it as a reseller lot or enjoy them yourself. This is a leather. Let's see if I can get this right. Yes, goes like that. This is attaches like that. This is really heavy. I don't know what this is. It just ties. I'm just going through this super fast. And there's bracelets and there's, necklaces. Those are, I think those are glass. And cuffs, and that's a whole set of bracelets. Just giving you a general idea. And as we get down to the bottom, all the little things will fall to the bottom. But I have rings, and when I make these lots, I just put like 4 tubs out, and I just take my whole thing of wearable. Whenever I sort through big lots of jewelry that, like, maybe let's say I win auctions at shopgoodwill.com, as I sort through it that first time, I put stuff into, Rachel did the same thing, does the same thing. She put stuff into wearable lots as well as craft lots. And so I just pull up my wearable lot one. It's a little rhinestone thing there. This, I don't know, these are these little things that go on a bracelet. They're like letters and things, but they all are the same type. It's a really nice. And you're going to find little pins in here. The one thing I want to say is, any watches are going to definitely need batteries. It's a really huge lucite clamper there. You're going to find pendants and, like here's a Israel and American flag thing. Just quickly going through this. If I did put stretchy stuff in here, I made sure that it wasn't like at the end of its stretch. The stuff that's yucky stretch, it goes straight to the craft. So all the ones that are like that are pretty decent. But really nice bracelets that you can still wear or resell. Just casually showing you this. Look how heavy that is. It's like bracelets, but they're stone. I tried to mix new things with old things. Oh, there you go. This teacher needs to get this, I guess. When I have like just a little bracelet there, I have things like male jewelry, like cufflinks and pins, and here we go. The little tie pins there that they wear. I don't know who wears them now, but looky there, there's a little pendant. I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't think that's real. I just have to check it with my gem tester. I mean, I'm not checking the opal. The opal doesn't test on the gem tester. But I was checking the other one to see if it was a a ruby, which it's not, because rubies are very, that sort of very deep pinkish red is very ruby-like. Oh, here, so we've got some old pins from, uh, some of these things were in lots that I did earlier, Girl Scout. Those are like vintage Girl Scout pins. These are gemstones. That might be, well, I know that that's malachite, I think. I think the only single ring in here is this, but I put it in here because it's just very artsy. Someone could turn it into a pendant. Like I said, like, look at this watch. Like, it's like brand new. It's a Timex. Like, there's no scratches on the face. Like, you know. Anyways, so you get an idea. Another teacher thing. Trying to do this fast. You're not going to be able to see it all, but you get the gist. What is this? A little sister saying. What does that say? Oh, there's no friend like a sister and no sister quite like you. Oh, very nice. Cute little stretchy ring there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. We're done with that. All these littles, you know, little glass. Oops, it didn't break, I promise. Okay, so that's the tub, the overflowing tub. But for your big whopping $48, in addition, you're going to get this whole bag that I have all the earrings in. So they're pairs. Get this kind of groovy brooch. Okay. So there's number 2. Let me set it in a different place. Don't get it confused with number 1. So also, you know, there are things new in, still in having tags, or they're like new, you know. So this is where we have a whole bunch of earrings, but I mean, there's a cool watch. It's probably never been worn with a little snowflake there. Look at these clip-ons. Rivoli Center. Yeah, so you got a mix of vintage and modern, and I'm just generally showing you kind of. Look at these cute little Christmas earrings that were painted on. Love it. Yeah, so these are cute little earrings. A little texture on them. So anyways, you got all that still with that lot. A brand new pair of sparkly earrings here. Sorry if this is making a whole bunch of noise for you. I was just trying to try something different and let you guys see it before I send it. Okay, so in addition, this 6 pounds plus, I had closed my antique booth, so every one of them got at least $40 of items from my antique booth in their tub as well. So there's a clip-on earring and a hanging earring. This has a sort of gunmetal, with those are glass things hanging there. Here's a vintage all wood necklace there. There's like a whole bunch of these. This is probably, I don't know if these are the stars that the generals wear. I have no idea. Look at this cute necklace with the pine cone on it. Okay, so, oh, and here's a little set. I know Rachel's always talking about, you know, all the little sets she does with cufflinks. I'm not saying this is sterling silver or anything, but it does have 2 cufflinks and a tie clip. so that's tub number 2. I'm done talking. I'm pulling it up and I'm moving on. So that tub, maybe make sure I pull up the right one. View listing. No, it's not that one. Go away. Okay, what do I, oh, here. View listing. Yes, that's the one. Move to stage. Okay, so I'm starting the auction on that tub. It was all of what I showed you, that huge overflowing box, plus the bag of earrings and all the extras and all the, yeah, some people love going through jewelry jars and jewelry tubs. So if that's what you're into, if that's your gig, there's your opportunity. Okay, my next tub. Thank you for taking a look at that. I hope that wasn't boring. I did it as fast as I could. I promise. Okay, here is another joke for you. Which superhero hits home runs? Oh, this is so... Oh, these are so obvious, but obviously funny. Which superhero hits home runs? You work on that. See if you get it. Moving on. Moving on to this. This is another set. I'm going to show you here. You got it. So smart. Duh. Which one hits home runs? Batman, of course. So good. I have to be really careful with this one because this has a glass pendant in it. You know, like the art glass. This is a new coordinated set I put together. No one's seen this one yet because I just decided to put a new one in because I've, you know, sometimes I look at things, I'm like, oh, that could go with that, and, you know, whatever. So this is meant to be asymmetrical. It clearly is. Sort of the swirl glass. And then these are abalone and some faceted glass beads in there. So that you got that necklace going on. Turn that down a little bit. And then to go with it, I found this awesome necklace, which is sort of also got faceted. This is like kind of braided, kind of, it's a really quality braided kind of cord there, but really tight and well done. And then we've got faceted beads. This is in great condition, hammered little pieces there all the way down to the bottom. And it looks great with it. And then in addition, I have this clamper that I coordinated with it. You know, it works fine. It just doesn't clamp. You know how some of those clampers you feel like you're gonna like get cut because it's gonna snap so hard. This doesn't snap hard. You kind of bring it together and then just kind of get it because it doesn't. You have to like just make sure it goes into that little space. I mean, it's solid, but it's not like one of those magnetic ones that are gonna kill you when you try to do it. Okay. And then thank you very much, Mel. It's fun to put these together. It's like a little challenge. It's kind of like you do with your crafts. You use what you have, right? And I know that you just have to be creative with what options you have. Okay, so I paired these cute little, you know how they have ovals going on here? Well, teardrop's cute also. So those earrings are part of it. For anyone interested. And then in addition, these were so perfect. I have these mixed metal earrings in addition that also kind of have, we've sort of got grays and silvers and blacks and golds all going on. So those look really good as well. So that is that lot. I had to turn that around. Okay, so let me run that one for anyone who might be interested. It's coming up now, and I was asking $8 for the whole thing. So I'm going to run that auction now. Just started. So it's got 5 pieces. two long two necklaces, obviously with glass stones and shell abalone, two pairs of earrings, and then the bracelet up there, $8. And I appreciate you guys taking a look at that. Okay. Okay. What number was that? 16. 17. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Hey, Mel, do you collect like Flow Blue? I remember Rachel in some chat, I don't remember which chat it was, mentioning that someone had sent her a Flow Blue something. I don't have a ton of Flow Blue, but it is so beautiful. I didn't know if you had some. Okay, so this is another brooch lot where I actually mixed together two brooch lot things into one and brought the price down, but I really honestly can't go any lower. These are like a dollar and a quarter each. They're like, um, move to stage. Okay. All right, so I showed these the other day. Here we have a kind of porcelain hand-painted scallop bezel set. Yes, I do. I have had to give a lot away a few moves ago, but I still have lots. Oh, I just think that they're so beautiful, for sure. Okay, these are faux pearls, but you can see it has some dimension there with this sort of open work, frame around that. And then this brooch has also prong set red rhinestones there, and that's what the back's looking like. In addition, we've got this more traditional older one, probably some sort of family crest. I don't know. There's a lion in there. This is the back. It's definitely older. Well, it can't be too old because it's got a safety clasp. So not antique old. This is not authentic shell. This is a faux cameo. But you got a lady who's got a whole bunch of flowers on her head. Okay, you can see the back there, as well as a very simple gold tone sort of wrapped thing there. So all 6 of those brooches were $6. Looks like Purge already did a bid on those, but it's running for anyone else interested. Oh, God. Okay, it's fine. That, and that. A lot of brooches. Okay, it looks like it's going home with the net. Woohoo! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, very exciting. Okay, here we go. In my chat, I'm going to say a word, and I want you, oh, I got to put Annette's name in. Hold on. God, I hope I did it for that one. I did. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, here's my word. Rain. So what's the first thing that pops in your head? Rain. It could be a compound word. It could be a memory of it. It could be the name of an album. Yep. Fall. Seattle. That's a good one. I agree with that. My brother lives in Seattle for sure. And sometimes, like rain for me, makes me think obviously of storms. And I had a Jack Russell for many years, and he used to be terrified of the thunder, like shaking in his boots. We'd have to, like put on this. There was like this thing that you could wrap him in. It was kind of called like a thunder wrap or something. It was supposed to help calm him. Mm. Sorry, I'm having a drink of water. So he used to be terrified. Moving on. So I have 219s? That can't be right. Okay, great. Let's do this one. So this, I brought two lots together. All of these, this is a really good deal on this one, are all Sarah Coventry, signed Sarah Coventry, and they are some are gold and some are silver. So there we go. So we have this, it's mixed, it's got two colors in it, gold and silver. And you'll be able to see the signatures back here, right there. Sarah Coventry. Another one with some texture. All in great condition. They haven't lost any of their signature there, any of their tone. Got this, guess it goes like that. Got some textured parts there. Kind of looks like a big abstract flower. The Rain song, Led Zeppelin. Okay, okay. I love it. Thanks for watching from YouTube. That's great. Okay, so again, this is Sarah Coventry, probably older. We've got a rhinestone there, but the maker's mark is there, and here you have Sarah Coventry written there, and that really proud. It has just the teeniest, tiniest touch of rose gold to it. So I'm going to start that auction. It was $12 for all of those signed Sarah Coventry brooches in excellent condition. Pretty heavy, pretty significant for anyone who is a Sarah Coventry fan. Okay, I appreciate you taking a look at those. Okay, got another joke for you. Here we go. Why can't you ever tell a joke around glass? These are so good. They're so corny, but they're so good. Why can't you ever tell a joke around glass? Let's see what you guys can come up with. I love it. So good. Okay. Yes, you got it. They would crack up. Get it? The cracked glass. I love it. Good thinking. Okay. Okay. So this one, sorry, I'm trying to find this lot. And why don't I see it? Because I haven't run it yet. I might have to take a picture of it. What a mistake. Okay. Wow, why don't I find it? I apologize. Hold on. Hey, thanks for coming in. Sorry, I'm gonna have to add this. I don't know why it's not in here. I cannot tell you, but give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not what I want. Sorry, I just have to edit something real quick. Because we do not need to accidentally charge you $8 shipping. I have to change that. Back from what I was doing earlier. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this next set is actually really cute. Okay, so I merged a couple sets from the other day. So we have this three-dimensional, those are all prong set rhinestones in there. It has the teeniest tinge of kind of a rose gold to it. We also have this sort of leaf brooch. These are all faux pearl. And it looks like I need to put a faux pearl in there, but I will do that for you. If anyone purchases it, I will make sure it's the right color and it looks just so. Also, the rose gold look to it. This is my favorite. This is definitely a vintage enameled rose pin there. And there's your clasp. You can see that. And then I don't know if you would consider these scatter pins, but there are two of these dancing on toe. I have two nieces that are both dancers, and they have their little mother of pearl skirts there. So for all of them, I had a starting bid price of $7. Again, great idea for gifts, to give to friends, to add to a wrapped present, to put in a stocking, to, surprise them with a little trinket. So that's those for anyone interested. Okay, thanks for looking. Okay, here's another joke. What do you call two bananas on the floor? So you can't look it up on your phone because you'll get the answer right away. Any of them, I'm sure if you looked up these jokes, they would come on your phone right away. Not that I'm thinking anyone's doing that, but, if I couldn't figure out a joke, I'd probably do that eventually. But let's see if you can figure it out first. What do you call two bananas on the floor? Oh, it's so good. Okay, here's another set. And I believe this is a Sarah Coventry set. I have brought down the price from the other day when I brought it to auction maybe grab interest of anyone who maybe was just on the edge of wanting it last time. These are clip back earrings. And they do have the mark Sarah Coventry on there. They're like brand new condition. They have lost none of their gold silver tone. Again, you can have the mark there of Sarah Coventry. So I'm going to start that auction there. And the auction starting at $7 for the set. Just like brand new set. I hope I'm keeping that high enough for everybody. Yeah, it is super cute. Thanks, Rachel. For any of you fruit lovers out there, very, very cute. Okay. So anyone got the answer to that joke? What do you call two bananas on the floor? I'll give you about 10 seconds and then I'm going to shock you with the answer. You're going to crack up. Here we go. You call them close. Very close. Banana split is close. The answer is, what do you call the two bananas on the floor? You call them slippers. Get it? Slippers. Haha. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. Again, I brought these in before because I was trying to see. I'm going to do that not first. Oh, okay. I have another lot that I'm going to go through very quickly. For those of you that are just coming in and were not here earlier when I said this, there were 4 new. My husband would have probably gotten the jokes. Yes, my husband's good at those too. I have made 4 brand new wearable lots, and I didn't close them this time because I wanted to just very quickly, not like I'm doing an unboxing or anything. It's going to go way faster than that. But I'm going to quickly go through. They are 6 pounds they're 6 pounds plus. And then in addition to what's in that tub, which you see there, there's a whole other bag with earrings and extra bracelets and watches, which I'll show you briefly. And then like $40 worth of items from my antique store. The tub is only $48, and I brought $40 of items that I'm putting in there that were from my booth. So first of all, let me just, I promise you this won't take long. I'm just going to do it very quickly. This is not going to be a normal unboxing because I'm just going to do it fast. So anything that I have in here is all wearable. Nothing wrong with it. Some of the items you're going to probably see that I had them in, oh, that needs to go in a different thing. I think that needs to go in here. Okay. I brought some of the items that I had in my previous auctions, but I'm just giving you a very, very, very quick visual of some of the things that you will see in here. All wearable, some with tags on it. There are some glass stones. There are some, gemstones. Like here you go. We've got lava rock, and that's probably quartz and aventurine, and um, uh, um, uh, what's the orange one? Why is my brain going? I know the orange one. Why can't I remember it? Oh, Rachel, tell me. It's not coming to my brain. I know what it is. Ugh, it's driving me nuts. Yes, carnelian. Yes, 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 yes. So the only notation I want to say, these watches are like brand new, is that you will need to put batteries in the watches. You know, any stretch things that I brought into this have they're not like disgusting stretch that you get sometimes when you want to just put something straight into the craft lot. All of these were functional. If anything showed too much wear, I did not put it in this lot. So I'm just showing you very quickly some of the more tangling kind of things I would put in bags. There's some seed bead necklaces. And again, lots of watches that are like literally like brand new. Some cuffs. Who could live without a jingle Christmas necklace? Let's see, it might even be all of your dreams. It's a 2-strand charm bell jingle necklace. Woohoo! Bracelets and pendants and even things like Heinz pickles, like we were talking about earlier. Okay? Stretchy rings, stuff with tags on it still. Actually, there's no missing earrings in here except this I still put in because it is an earring. I don't have 2 of them, but I just thought someone could turn it into a pendant because it was actually a shell. You know, I kind of sometimes would put together all the bracelets that came together. Cute little penguin charm bracelet. Just doing this quickly. Again, all of these are wearable. Nothing wrong with them. Great lot for someone who's new to jewelry, who's wanting to learn about jewelry. Or it could be a great lot for kids to go through during the holidays and maybe, I don't know, maybe they want to give some of them as gifts to people. I don't know. It's a very old elephant necklace. You can see. Moving very fast, very fast. Stretchy bracelet. That is not, it looks, when you first look at it, oh, that's why it goes that way. I was like, it looked like there was something wrong with it. So there's that. There are some gemstones in there, like that's actual, that's mother of pearl. Some of those, that's tiger's eye, blah, blah, blah. All the stretch, they might even have, the stretch stuff might even still have tags on it. This is probably the most worn thing in here. You can see it's got brassiness coming through the back, but the front of it was in such great condition. Don't worry, I checked, it's not diamonds. Yeah. This is actually, I believe to be, of course, now my brain's going to go blank again. The stone that has the little flashes of, why can my brain not work? Rachel, tell me again. Oh, no, that wasn't even Rachel who gave the carnelian. You see, I know the names of these. This is, but I can't think tonight. Labradorite. Thank you for making my brain work. Headbands. A whole thing of extra stones. keychains, sparkly necklaces, Dallas Cowboy trinkets. There's even a lot of male, I think there's a whole set of male cufflinks and matching like stuff in here. Some of it has brand names on it. Okay, I think you get the gist. Seeing all that stuff. Okay. We got rings in here and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to put that all in there. And obviously I will seal it up. But this tub is so full, I'm not even going to be able to get everything into it. So I'll probably get all that stuff into it. But everything in these additional 2 bags are just going to come in separate bags. You get them. So that's the first part of that tub. And ever so quickly, it also comes with, this is, to make sure that they were all matching earrings, I kept all the earrings separate. I'm not going to go through all of them, don't worry. But, you know, you've got lots of exciting, look at these cute little snowmen. You've got definitely some vintage earrings, stretch rings, enameled earrings, old leathered back earrings, some watches. That looks brand new. There's another really pretty watch in there. You see that one? You are going to need to replace the watch batteries. So all of that is earrings. I'm going to put it in the bag. So there shouldn't be anything missing. Those are those, oh gosh. That's not even an earring. That's like a belly button ring, a hamsa. I think that's what that is. And then the last part of that lot is the $40 worth of stuff that I pulled out of my booth. Well, it was already pulled out of my booth because I closed my booth, but you know, some nice, a lot of them could be swank, you know. I mean, I know some people are into that. I know Rachel does a lot of that. Couple sets of clip back and normal dame gold earrings. All right, so here's another tie clip. That could be turquoise. This is definitely older. Some beads for a bracelet. Olympics button. Little glass pendant. This is probably Avon or something. Anyways, so that's the lot. So anybody interested in sorting through that and seeing what you can find, it'd be lots of fun. I'm going to run that third lot real quick, which I believe is this one. Move to stage. And it's running now. So it includes the tub and the bag with all the earrings and the bag with all the stuff from the booth. Okay. So I'm going to say a word, and then I want you guys to tell me the very first word that comes to mind when I say this word. So my word is light. So as fast as possible in the chat, type in things that go with light, whether it's a compound word or what you think of it. Oh, right. Does that mean Val won that bid? Did I just see that? She placed a bid. Yay, Val. Woohoo. Cool. It's going home with you. Awesome. Yay, yay, yay. You will have fun with that. Thank you very much for your bid. I got to write your name down, though, so you can get, for anyone who came in late, everybody who wins an auction gets their name put into my koala bear planter. And then at the end of the night, I have a drawing for 3 items that people could win. Looking for my pencil. Here it is. Congrats, Val, and thank you very much. I'm literally only putting Val because I know that it's you. Okay. Okay, we're moving on. Oh, do we do anything that goes with light, dark, sun, lighthouse, light bulb? Yep. Light, heavy, you know. I love all that. Okay, perfect. On to the next. Okay. Okay, this is another coordinated set that I had brought to auction before, but like I said, I also lowered the price and then added items to the coordinated set. And this one is a really pretty one. I really love this one. So this first necklace has a 925 clasp that is marked. You can see it right on there. Those are faux pearl, but those are freshwater pearl. And these are beautiful, whether they're glass or, it's a heavy necklace. So my guess is they might be, you know, they could be crystal. I mean, a lot of times when you have just glass beads, they're not as heavy as the crystal beads. So that was going to be the first part of this, which I've brought this to auction before, but when I brought it before, I only did it with this and the other necklace, which was on a snake chain. It's a slider on an oval, has an oval slider with some millgrain along the edge, pave set rhinestones. And if I look really close, yeah, they're pave set there. I was just checking to see if they were. I'm gonna let you see close up on this because it. I mean, like it. Sometimes you can get that pave stuff, and it's put in that weird clay stuff that just looks terrible. But this is not put in like that. So that was the second part, and originally that's how I had that. But then, in addition, what I'm adding to this, I make sure I'm all about symmetry. I know you can pick on me if you want. It's really going to bug me. This really beautiful linked, it's like little branches with flowers just on links. It's a kind of bracelet you would think that someone would have who was in a wedding or something like that. It's really pretty. So that's going to be added to this lot. Let me get all those pretty links to face up. And not that you can see that very well, but there we go. Great view. Then I believe these are Avon. The backs would probably tell me. Yes, they are Avon. So we've got these pretty little Avon studs, kind of in a diamond shape there. So that's going to go with this. Okay. And then in addition, we've got these two silver tone dangle earrings. So we added the bracelet and the two earrings, and we lowered the price. Woohoo! So let me bring this to stage. And this is, again, 925 clasp, freshwater pearls. The big ones are glass, signed Avon, you know, all that going on. $9 coordinated set for anyone who would be interested in that. It is running. I think that's a pretty set. You see, I'm into dainty, so I like this look more than some. I mean, I like the other stuff that I put together, but it's not necessarily my style. Thanks for coming on in. Shop around the corner. Nice to see you. And I appreciate you taking a look at that. Okay. I'm going to move on. Okay. Here's your next joke. What kind of math do birds love? What kind of math do birds love? Let's see what you can come up with. Okay, I think I got a pre-bid on this one as well. Let me bring it to stage. Oh, yes, I did. I think it was Mel. Okay. So like I said, I reorganized some of the brooches that I brought the other day into smaller lots, but also lowered the price on average per pin. So we have this really nice antiqued brass sleigh pin. And there's the back. Really cute kind of, Santa boot. Enameled pin there. I do not see a brand, but you got that one. We've got this etched and, little crystal accented stocking. We've got this cute little enameled red-eyed snowman. What is written back here? It says, oh, it says, it's very hard to read it. I don't know if you can read it. I can't read it. I don't think you're going to be able to either, but there's some brand back there. Anyways, there's him, gold tone. We've got this beautiful little